Cancer, welcome. This is your reading for the month of Feb 2024. And I know it's taken a while, but I had to start at the beginning. And so we are lost. And you have Elephant Spirit, Learn from the Past, and 17, Wisdom Keeper. And I feel like this is leaning into our ancestral guidance. There's something, maybe a message that you are needing to hear around maybe love or partnerships, dear hearts. This is Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And I use the Alice in Wonderland deck because it's fun. This is in your what you need to look out for. So there's some partnership that maybe is a game playing, two people pulling two different ways. But I feel make conscious efforts to talk to past loved ones. Yeah, because there's some guidance around relationships that you are needing to hear. Well, it will probably come out here, or part of it, might come out here. And you have the Three of Cups. I feel like maybe you are being guided to move out of conflict mode in relationships to celebration, collaboration mode in relationships. If it means you finding a way to deflect from something that's a relationship that is a game, maybe. There are two possibilities here, or a multiple. One is a lover relationship or partnership of some of that kind, or it could be a work partnership. It could be a partnership between parents and child and a sibling, or whatever, But there's some relationship you have that is like a dance where two people are interacting with each other negatively, no? It could be a cycle that's based on long-held, like knee-jerk responses, right? We are triggered by something in that person, or we've had a long-term relationship with that person, so there's some kind of automatic response we have with them. It's that kind of thing. And then the wisdom that you are being guided towards is celebration, collaboration, rather than. And I know that's difficult, but let's see as we go along, right? Because there's something that needs to be celebrated. And even if it is for you to look away from this to celebrate it, for some of you, I think it is. It's about looking away from that and celebrating this that you do have. The beautiful collaborations, your beautiful relationship with ancestors, your ancestors, with the land, with whatever, your intuition, your deep inner spirit, focusing on that rather than this. And for others of you, there is a need to actually look at this and confront this and see it as a gift that is helping you maybe see a pattern, acknowledge it, and begin to heal it. And around you is the Page of Wands in the reverse. It feels like a giving up energy. So for some of you, it might be a relationship that has the potential. There is conflict as well. I see here with the Five of Spears, So you've got the Five of Swords here, and I was saying that there's potential here. Five of Swords and Six of Wands, victory. There is potential for victory in some relationship. Now, victory can mean changing that relationship. Say if this is one that's been conflictual, changing that. Moving away from it could be the victory, or and I think this is not an or, learning some kind of lesson about what this relationship triggers in you, because I think that whatever things we are going through, there's a lesson in them. I absolutely believe that. Beneath the deck, you have the Nine of Spells, which is the Nine of Wands. Okay, a big message for you. The wisdom keeper, the oldest one, which is the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands. And what I was saying, the lesson in this, it's the lesson that's important for you, Cancer, in whatever's going on. It could be a love from the past. It could be a current love that you are trying to separate from. It could be a work relationship, a difficult partnership with a family member. Whatever, there's a lesson in it. And I think when you find the lesson, you're going to unlock something. And I think that it's related. And on the practical level, it's this: what this person triggers in you, what this person releases in you, or unlocks. So you can have the lovers twice, by the way. So with the lovers here, in what you need to look out for, you have the Weaver of Visions, which is the Queen of Wands. So you might be dealing with the fire sign, or someone who shows up that way. And, every sign has, or every element has a negative and positive, right? And I actually I wanted a lighter color, and then I didn't for us. Cancer is the yin yang in the Chariot, and Capricorn is the negative and positive within the lessons in the Devil. Anyway, so you have the Lovers, another card of balance of that yin yang thing. The Lovers with the and see, I'm going off on a tangent. The Weaver of Visions in the negative can be this need to control. So it might be a difficult relationship with someone who feels the need to control. And just think about that, Cancer. What does it trigger in you? Fight or flight? Maybe. Questions about your worth? Maybe. Maybe a need to, this is fight or flight. I'm out of here. And maybe that's not the right thing for you. But you think about it. You think about it, Cancer, and see what comes up for you. I love when the readings get this deep, and Cancer's readings are generally that way. With the Three of Cups, you have the Hierophant working for you. There's definitely such a lesson to be learned here. And it is, the Hierophant is about tradition, it's about structure, it's about the old ways, and there's something about the Hierophant teaching you, and it comes back to that. I think this thing maybe brings out something to you, within you, that says, but that's not the way it's supposed to be done. Something like that. Something like that. Let's say for some of you, and for others maybe, it brings out your feelings about tradition. Nothing wrong with tradition. Some traditions are so beautiful, and it comes back then again to family traditions. And here's the other message, is again that message, the oldest one, leaning into your wisdom keepers, your ancestors who are in you, whose light shines from within you, Cancer. And here with the Lovers, you have the Four of Cups, and this is like seeing the offer in this. I feel like this thing is not something to walk away from without you interrogating, even if it's just for yourself. What is my lesson in this? Because I think it's a big one. And then how you deal with it after that is based on that lesson, that thing that you've learned. Do I normally flee from situations like this? Why? What is it about them that makes me feel this way? Do I feel smaller than? Do I want to come in with all guns blazing? Why? For some, if you look at Tweedledee and Tweedledum, for all, I'm going to use the term toxic, but I don't really like that term. No, toxic relationship, but it's that term. It's a relationship that is in a cycle, like Groundhog's Day kind of thing, and I feel like when you learn the lesson of it, you can do something about it, whether it's move away or heal this relationship. And healing it can also still be involved moving away, but it's done its work, and it can have a hug goodbye, This was here. Why am I taking this? Right, I was moving on to this. There's this Ace of Wands and a Page of Flowers. And what this says to me again is that this thing is not ready to be released. There's potential for victory in this, whatever that might look like. There is a potential for victory. It's almost like, gosh, imagine if you can turn this conflict around and create some kind of victory, whatever that victory looks like for you. Cancer, don't judge it. The victory can be you learning a lesson. And so moving on, knowing that you will not repeat that same thing. When you are triggered by a similar situation, you will know exactly how to handle it. And you will rejoice, And with your advice, you have the Tower. You have the King of Wands. Right? No. King of Swords. That's honesty, clarity, truth. You have the Two of Wands, and you have the Page of Wands. Again, in the upright. Gosh. So, it looks like there's a need for honesty, maybe. Okay, it looks like this thing that's not working is here to maybe even teach you how to be more honest with yourself about this particular thing. Doesn't mean you're not an honest person, but we can hide things from ourselves, but also maybe to speak up more clearly about something that maybe is unfair on you. With the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands, it's like creating something out of, this person is creating fire out of sticks, it looks like, right? So it's creating, well, I would say, maybe don't create fire where it's not necessary. You don't have to stoke the fire. That's the one. The other thing is that I feel like matters are out of your hands in some way, like almost the tower. Something falling apart is a chance for a new beginning. Where you have learned maybe how to use fire wisely. And with the King of Spears, this learning or learning to speak up in a situation or bring clarity to a situation. And to stand in your power in the King of Swords is about using their knowledge wisely, detaching, being able to detach in a situation where in the past you might have wanted to react in a certain way. You are now responding, but you're responding from this detached perspective. In a way that is still respectful, but honest. That's the thing. And with the Child of Visions, but there's also this element of play. So this might be a difficult relationship of some sort. You are being guided to see the celebratory aspects of it and the lessons, right? But you are guided to be truthful and honest within, as well as without, if that feels right for you, but also have this kind of this attitude of playfulness, or everything is okay. Cancer, it's not as bad as it seems. There is potential for a beautiful victory, and I kind of think that you are being guided, but you also need to listen to your inner wisdom about this, to have almost like, actually, we are people make mistakes, kind of a more it's like detached, but in a kind-hearted way. It's like seeing the fallibility of people, because actually, Cancer, you are so strong, that you can do that. Emotionally, you are the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups. You are able to set emotional boundaries. So if you come into this with this King of Swords energy, this detachment, but still generous is the word. Nature, generous towards another person, and we can be generous in different ways. Then you cast just a different energy on this relationship and then lead towards some kind of victory. Okay, Cancer, I hope this has helped you. It's such a fascinating reading. I'd love your comments. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and share with others. But also your comments and your questions are much appreciated. Sending you lots of love, Cancer. Bye.